Where are you going? Where's life leading you? Someone once said, if you don't know where you're going, you'll end up someplace else. Well, that line's been running through my mind a lot these days. I've been on the road for quite a while now, and this trip has really taken me someplace else. At first, I just wanted to get away from my job, from all the pressures, the hassles, and the monotony. I went from place to place looking for new sights, new faces, new experiences. But I never really found what I wanted. And then slowly, it began to sink in. I wasn't really looking for new places. I was looking for something else. Myself, maybe. And I wanted to know where my life was going. And then one day, my journey overlapped with another traveler's, someone I'd heard about since I was a child, but didn't know much about. And like that other traveler, the road brought me here, to the home of my ancestors, to the southern coast of China.
你要去什么地方？
我想去那个教堂。
那个教堂？
对啊。
好，我带你去。
这么好，你名叫什么？
我名字叫方基。好，我们走。再见。叔叔，你是从哪里来的？
Weaving dreams too loose for me to wear. Tired of watching clouds repeat their dance on air. Tired of getting tied to doing what's required. Is life for me routine in the greater scheme of things? Through with taking roads someone else designed, through with chasing stars that soon forget to shine, through with going through one more day. What's new? Does my life still mean a thing in the greater scheme of things? I think I'll follow the voice that calls within. Dance to the silent song it sings. I hope to find my place, so my life will fall in place. I know in time I'll find my place in the greater scheme of things.
I started out in Europe. I reached northern Spain in early spring. The countryside was so different from what I'd known in Asia. If ever there was a place that could inspire an amateur artist like myself, this was it. And there I saw something very unusual, something that changed the course of my journey. What was this? Thousands of people had appeared out of nowhere to gather around an ancient castle. A girl who spoke English told me that this was Xavier Castle, the birthplace of Saint Francis Xavier. And today was the day of the Javierada, a pilgrimage held every year to commemorate Saint Francis.
Yesterday 44 and today 8. It's a lot. I am really tired.
You look like you just woke up or fixed up.
Everyone looked tired, but also very happy. And maybe it was my imagination, but except for me, they all seemed to know where they were going.
Yes, that's my second time when I came here the first time.
I met Jose, who makes the pilgrimage every year. He told me why he keeps coming back.
Which I am now. And he told me to come and here you find a lot of people who are so happy. People who sings and sings and sings and praise and praise and praise. The people give you all their food, all their smiles, all their help. They give you all. And you ask yourself, what's the meaning of this? It has to be somebody who moves it. It's God who moves it. And you walk, and while you are walking, you suffer, and you start to think, what I'm doing here. When you are walking and when you suffer, people is with you. The people is walking with you, and God is in the people, and more. God is here. He's walking with you too. You can explain it. It's not human to explain it. You have to suffer a little to know it. And when I came here, I feel so happy. I didn't know why. The life of all of you don't have that happiness because you don't have nothing to live for.
You don't have happiness because you have nothing to live for. Those words touched something deep inside me.
Ay, yo disimulo, me pongo a reír, porque yo estoy tremendamente enamorado. Ay, destino, puedo nada, no.
Jose was right. The people here are so happy and friendly. They're always smiling. And they sing and sing and sing. And they pray and pray and pray. Like Jose, I found myself asking, what's the meaning of all this? Jose said, it's God. God is in the people. You walk, and as you walk, you suffer, and you start to wonder, why am I here?
Do you know who I am? I am the ghost of the castle. Of course, I had lived here with the bus for 50 years, and my job is to take care of the castle. Do you notice that Christ is smiling even as he dies on the cross? Do you notice that the bones of the dead are leaping with joy? Indeed they are. It is the dance of death. And why are they smiling and dancing? It is because, with the eyes of faith, death and resurrection have the same face.
The ghost was actually an old Jesuit brother. His job was to take care of Xavier Castle. He was full of stories about the castle and about the great Francis Xavier.
It was here, in this very chapel, that San Francisco Xavier came to pray as a young boy. Perhaps it was here that he first began to feel that his life will be very special. His father and older brothers has gone to war. They were defending the kingdom of Navarre against rival feudal lords. Francisco was left behind in this castle with his mother. He spent his day studying and learning how to be a nobleman. Francisco also has to help in the daily chores of the castle. One day, news came that Francisco's father has been killed in battle. The castle of Xavier was to see hard times. Its outer walls would be pulled down. Francisco will feel the sadness which war brings. I will never want to experience it again. It was not his ambition to become a knight. But John Francisco was definitely ambitious. He was a nobleman. He wanted to restore the honor and respect that his household had lost. He desired the name and status of the aristocrat. He wanted to be wise and learned. In those days, that meant becoming a cleric in the church. The little town of Xavier was too small for one with such big dreams. Francisco decided that the only place for him to get a higher education was Paris. And so one day Francisco left home, his sights set on the University of Paris, center of learning for most of the Western world. Francisco did not know it then, but his quest would take him farther than he ever dreamed. His journey to Paris was only the first of the many journeys in his life. Those journeys will take him to India, to Japan, and to the land of your parents and grandparents.
A ti te conviene leer este libro, pero a fondo.
You should know something about this man. His life has influenced your life and the life of many, all over the world. I will give you this old book. In it is the light on Francisco Xavier. Read it. Xavier will teach you many things, many things.
The ghost of the castle showed me the place where Francis was baptized. Again, he told me that Francis could teach me many things. Why did he say that? How could he know? How could he know what I needed, what I wanted? According to the ghost of the castle, Xavier had already influenced my life. Maybe he has, through my parents. They were Christians from China. Or maybe through my school. It was named after Xavier. Jose and his friends said joining the Javierada every year made them happy. They suffered during the long walk and shared everything they brought with the others. But they were happy. What did Xavier know about suffering, or sharing, or happiness? What was he looking for when he left home and went to study in Paris? I've thought about going to Paris. Actually, it's not really that far from here.
I think I'll follow the voice that calls within. Dance to the silent song it sings. I hope to find my place, so my life will fall in place. I know in time I'll find my place in the greater scheme of things. So here I'll follow the voice that calls within. Dance to the silent song it sings. I hope to find my place, so my life will fall in place. I know in time I'll find my place. Follow the voice that calls within. Dance to the silent song it sings. One day we'll find our place, for all things fall in place, for all things have a place in the greater scheme of things.